Yes. You sitting on the league news
Yeah.
feed right now?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. I
That shit
just
already
trying
popped
to
on my
wait till,
five, right?
and it should say 6, I think. Or it says 5. No, it says 5. If it says 5, use that one. Whichever one's the live one.
I don't,
I thought I changed
I
it to
don't bet,
6, but
bro.
all right, bet, bet.
Yeah,
We ain't started yet, so you good. We're live, but we ain't started yet.
all right, for sure.
Ooh, hold on. Whose stuff is that? You gotta turn that down.
That's mine, bro. My bad. I went in the living room.
Yeah.
All right. All right, he's good on the mic. I can hear him.
All right, bet. Okay, I'm about to play this song. The intro.
Junkies, baby. Welcome to Madden Junkies. I would like to introduce to you the Junk Talk crew. Ready? AJ. Yep. J Riggs. TJ. Okay. A Scott. Yep. And I am Dino. Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? We talking niggas. Let's get ready. Don't get pushed before the push, nigga. Audible, hot route, nigga. Watch out for the crook, nigga. Watch out for the hook, nigga. Throw that pass, don't get shook, nigga. I'ma play you like a rook, nigga. It's Madden Junkies, nigga. Point one. Fuck with us, nigga, and gon' get it done. Player one, ready up. Player two, ready up. Are you ready for some junk talk? Are you ready for some junk talk? Let's get ready.
What up? What up? What up? We welcome you back once again to another episode of Junk Talk. With me tonight, I got my man Dino.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody?
Got my
Y'all
man
hear me?
AJ. Yep. We live, T. T just hopped
What's
in. We
good,
got my
man?
man T.
Junkies? What's good?
What up? What up?
Got my man Riggs in here tonight with us.
What's good?
And of course, one of your last hosts, you got Sky in here with y'all today too, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you got any questions, talk to us in the chat. We see y'all watching. Holla at us, man. You know how we started off each and every week. Dino, hit them with the rules.
Okay, we have had some controversy regarding moving players before the snap. Guys may not understand this rule, but I'm going to go. It's in the rule book. You're welcome to go back and read it. It's been there since day one. This is the day one rule. It states you may not manually move your defensive lineman off the line of scrimmage before the ball is snapped or free roam with him. If you want to manually drop him back in coverage, that is okay, but you must wait until the ball is snapped. Also, you may not manually set any defensive player in a different spot before the snap, then switch to a different player. So basically, that's saying any player that you move, you must use her at the beginning of the snap. Your defensive player that you choose to use her, you must be set at the snap of the ball. No running around before the snap, attempting to confuse the AI. So you can't take a linebacker and run them all around the field before the snap, trying to confuse the AI. You can set onto a defensive player. Just keep in mind, if you manually move him, you cannot move him into a position take and switch to another player, move them into a position, that is a violation. If you move one player manually into a position, that's the player that you must be at the beginning of the snap. This is the last time we will go over this rule. So we're going to have to hand down penalties just because we got to keep it a fair playing field. That's all I have.
Right on, right on. Hopefully you guys understand that rule and understand what it is. It's for fair competition. That's all we asking, man. That's all we asking for from out of everybody. All right. A few weeks have passed since a few pushes have passed since the last podcast. So we're going to go back and recap our games of the week from week 10, 11, and then 12. In week 10, we went with a trap game, which we thought could possibly be a trap game. Clearly wasn't. We went with the Cardinals versus the Chiefs. Another blowout for the Cardinals. They still doing their thing. Josh Rosen, 522 yards, 6 touchdowns. Perryman, 4 catches, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. Really not much you're going to be able to do with that. So, moving on to week 11, we had a couple of game of the weeks. We had the Cowboys versus Falcons, Cardinals and Raiders, Eagles and Saints. The Cowboys versus the Falcons game, it's a game of turnovers. The team that made the most mistakes, and unfortunately that was the Cowboys with 2 turnovers, the Falcons with none. It was a close game throughout the whole thing. It was a good one. Falcons were able to get the, but hey, if we got the receivers to do it, can't be mad at it. Zeke had another 100-yard game with 1 touchdown. And Tavon Austin actually led all receivers with receptions with 6. But Julio had the most yards with 174. And the 2 interceptions hurt the Cowboys in that one. At least they still lead their division. That's all I can say about them in that one. And then we had Cardinals versus Raiders. Another possible Super Bowl matchup. Could be a possible Super Bowl matchup. And Raiders actually outgained them. But Cardinals put up points when it was necessary, with 21 in the fourth to actually get the win. So it looked like that was another good game. You had Rosen with 276, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Perryman with 4 receptions, 204 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carr played his behind off, but 3 picks ain't going to get it done against a team like that. And clearly that's what happened in this one. Then we had the Eagles versus Saints. Eagles came out with a big win, 37-7. 3 touchdowns from Wentz. And we got AJ on here with us, man. What happened in that game, brother?
Pressure. We had reads. Just couldn't have enough time to actually follow up on those reads. Eagles got a nice defense going over there, and they pretty much moved the ball efficiently on offense. Really didn't have an answer for that. So he just got to bounce back, keep it moving.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, giving up 7.5 sacks is not going to be the way to win a game. So we definitely understand if you're playing the Eagles, you better have a decent O-line, because they definitely coming after you. Then we hit our Week 12 game of the week, which was Raiders versus Ravens. Another possible AFC matchup. But, again, we just see the Baltimore does what they do best. That's go out and dominate 37-7 in that one.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 picks is not going to get it done from David Carr. And Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdowns. And, I mean, obviously defensively they did what they had to do to come out with that win. And can't be mad at that team. But we do have a special guest on tonight, and he is out here balling with the team that he has, and it's the Texans, who actually gave the Jags their first legit loss. We want to welcome in Jeremy Williams. What up with you, man?
What's up with it, bro? Man, how y'all boy doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on, nephew?
What's up with it, huh?
I mean, what? One loss versus the Giants. It was a sim game. Other than that, this man is pretty much like the other newcomers. We saw Jeremy come in the league last year at the end of the year. Came in, put up some numbers. But now we get to see him from the beginning of the year with a team that he gets to build himself. What are you feeling about? First of all, what do you feel about this new Madden, man? How you like the Madden 19 so far?
Man, the only complaint that I really just gotta say is just the running mechanics, bro. Like, I don't really just feel it like ain't no dude gonna run that stiff in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt. And we know that's definitely one of your strong suits is being able to run the football. And you've been doing that so far this year, kind of running back by committee, it seems, with your team.
I got
Is that something that you always set out to do, kind of let it be like that? Or do you try to find one guy and stick with him, or just kind of let him, however it comes is how it comes?
Honestly, bro, I run my system like how I coach it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Different backs touch the ball. It ain't just no phenomenal back. It may be one that week, and then it may be another. Whatever back gonna go in there, put his shoulders down. You know what I'm saying? Do what he got to do to get yards.
Right. And we definitely see that with Christian Michael having 11 touchdowns and Lamar Miller with 12, so we know it's a balanced backfield. And then receiving, man, you definitely spread the ball around. 5 receivers with 10-plus catches so far this season. I mean, obviously you have the big dog in DeAndre, but it looks like you definitely try to utilize all your weapons that you have. And then,
got to.
Then, I mean, we talking about one of the best defenses in the game, man. Dylan Cole, Justin Reed. Did you feel like those were players that were going to make a difference when you got this team?
Honestly, we really just, you know what I'm saying, next man up. You know what I'm saying, start linebacker got hurt, talk to Dylan, you know what I'm saying, hey, bro, you got to do what you got to do, man. Get in, make this noise for us. We need you. He ain't do no talking, just came out there and played. Same thing for Reed, put him in that position. It was new for him, but at the same time, you got to do what you got to do.
No doubt.
Playmakers make plays.
Yeah, we see that. We definitely see that. I mean, you talk about this defense, you got Watt, McKinney, Matthew, Howe. Then you still got Clowney, but then to see that it's the 2 young guys that are really making all the noise for you, man, that's got to feel good about this defense going forward.
Oh man, great man. Like I ain't complaining. I'm still on their ass. They still hear me as Sonny. Shut your ass up. Do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Just get the job done, man. That's all I want.
No doubt. So we're here pretty much in this last fourth of the season, man. How do you feel about your?
Man, boys asked me about that the other day, man. Honestly, man, we take it just one game at a time, bro. We really just come in thinking, you know what I'm saying? I come in with the mentality of playoffs, but at the same time, it's one game at a time, bro. Boys put their shoes on the same way we do. When we see, you know what I'm saying, you on the weak scale, that's what we game playing off of. I just tell you one thing, when you see us that Sunday, you better be ready to play.
No doubt. I mean, again, we know Riggs is one of the better players in this Madden, but we know these Texans ain't nothing to be trifled with, man. You out here with a big. I mean, you got him one more time on the schedule, man. How you feel about this next game against the Jags coming sooner than later?
Man, like I told Jay, man, you know what I'm saying? I know he coach ball, I coach ball, so it's a mentality, all it is. Just, you know what I'm saying, best man. I feel like honestly we got the better team, but you know what I'm saying? That's just my mentality though. He gonna say the same thing, so you know what I'm saying? We knock heads. Let the players do the talk.
No doubt. This man is on an 8-game win streak. I mean, you got a tough NFC over there, man. You got the Steelers, the Ravens, obviously the Jags. You got to see twice a year. Do you feel like this is a team to beat, or you think people sleeping on your team a little bit? Like nobody really talking about the Texans?
Yeah, you know that's the one thing we stand on is respect. You know what I'm saying? That can just come from a man. You know what I'm saying? Like all you got is your pride. If you don't respect us, we're gonna take it from you. And a lot of boys don't come in with the mentality of we don't respect these boys. So once we play, it's like, oh, it's already too late.
I hear that, man. I hear that. So we know we got another team to be looking out for, man. The Texans in the South. They definitely gonna come out and do what they think, man. I think if some people had to change their predictions, I think the Texans would definitely be a team people add into their predictions. And I know you're looking forward to the Jags, but I know you, like you said, you're taking one game at a time.
One game at a time, bro. Got to.
Let's see, what is that Jags game? That's I
Should be
know that's what
right on.
everybody want to know.
He'll get there when he gets there.
We want to know when it gets there because we know everybody gonna be tuned in. Oh, is it it's the last game of the season? It's gonna be week 17. Wow, that could be definitely for the division right there. Y'all could be playing for the division. Everybody got that one circled. That is definitely one circled. I'm gonna throw it to my other co-hosts, man. If y'all got any questions for the Texans, man, go ahead and ask them.
Yeah, bro, y'all talk to your boy, man. I'm in here finna clown with y'all, man. Y'all gonna think I'm a host in here tonight. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, I got a question for you.
I'm
If
so
you feel
weird.
as though you're going, yeah, you already know. If you feel as though that you're going to go to the Super Bowl, who do you feel would be your strongest? I got two-part question. Who you think would be your strongest opponent getting there, and who you think would be your opponent that you face?
Man, shit. Oh, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Probably my two brothers, man. Seeing, you know what I'm saying? He got the Ravens, I already know. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to play defense, same thing. Buck, you know what I'm saying? He the first one to put me on Madden, period. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing what them boys about. So, them two on my mind heavily, you know what I'm saying? I learned the game from them. But at the same time, there's a few other people in here that stick their chests out as well. But them my two main targets. If I can hit them with two, you know what I'm saying, 2 punches off the rip, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna sting good.
Okay. One other question. I'll let everybody else ask whatever questions they got. How do you feel when every time the Ravens or the Cardinals have a conversation on the chat or in on the podcast, they talk about facing each other? How does that make you feel? Do you feel disrespected? Do you feel forgotten? How does that make you feel?
Nah, I mean, I don't, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to get to me, you know what I'm saying, hard of a line, but I'm still earning Tiger stripes, huh? You know what I'm saying, I stand on that. You know what I'm saying, we ain't never forgotten. There's one thing it is, we ain't never forgotten. You know what I'm saying, it's just them two men, it's just that two mentality, bro, they gonna sting. That's how they always been stingers. So, but one thing about it is, I'm gonna come in with one too. My name don't been in the picture, trust and believe, they been looking out for me.
I know what all y'all can do. But I do warn y'all, there's players, and I said this on the live, there's players that I think people are sleeping on. But hey, I'm done. I'm done with my questions now. I'm gonna pass it over.
Hey man, it must be something down there in that Texas water because it's a whole lot of Texas boys talking a whole lot of trash that they gonna run. They gonna run this league. It sound like they talking about.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I just put my foot down and took out running with it, man. But honestly, bro, I ain't really seen no comp, bro. Not no shit to just be like, damn.
Let's not act like you just blew out the Cowboys now. Let's not act like you just blew them out now. Don't. Yeah, that's what I like. That's okay. I like hearing that. That is what. Nah. Go ahead, and get it all out. Get it all out.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. When I seen the Cowboys second place that week that we played y'all versus how y'all play, I didn't think y'all need to be there. Y'all didn't show the same numbers that was shown out. But it was a good game. I know what I'm saying. We respect you, we respect the team.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm
I can understand that. We don't respect nothing about the Texans. We think the Texans trash anyway. That's that you caught Dak on a bad day. You caught Dak on a bad day. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, man. It's back on a bad day.
Dak always got a bad.
Nah, he okay. You just make sure your team stay healthy. You make sure your team stay healthy. Cause we know Deshaun ain't nothing but one hit away. He ain't nothing but one hit away from you being on that backup quarterback. That's all I'm gonna say. We all know. We all know he ain't number one hit away, but that's okay.
We stay facts. We stay facts. We ain't like I told you. We know the injuries. We've been dealing like that since Clinton. We drafted for a reason. We feel like he was the man for the job. Been doing a pretty good job.
Oh, we see you doing this thing.
Hey, we just wave at you. We came through and did what we had to do. That was early in it. We don't got a lot better since then.
And trust me, we done got a lot better too. So you tell the Cardinals when we knock them off, we hope that you're gonna be there at the Super Bowl too, cause we know where we gonna be at.
Man, Cowboys, I ain't gonna lie, man. You ain't really in talk right now, man.
I ain't gotta be in your talk. That's okay. You don't talk about me. Don't be shocked when I show up there. That's all I'm saying. When you look across that field and see the stars on the helmet, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Is that the stars in the crowd or the stars we're going to see when it's beaming on?
It's both. It's both because everybody want to come watch the Cowboys play. So it'll be the stars in the crowd and the stars on the field. But, speaking of playoff races, man, we got this boy. The Texans are number 1 right now with the Ravens at number 2 and the Jets at number 3. And any of them cats take a loss, and that top 3 could switch up quickly. So I know you definitely trying to finish out strong and get that home field advantage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I don't even know who you say. You said the Jets and them left?
You got the top 3 right now is the Texans, Baltimore, and the Jets. And the Raiders are at the 4th spot. And then the wild card is Jacksonville and the Steelers. And, I mean, the way it's looking like, if everything holds par like it is, well, the whole thing is Jacksonville can slip up into one of them 2 spots, too, if they beat you. So that week 17 could be the difference between a home field advantage game or playing in the wild card. So week 17, just
the difference between a 1st seed and a 5th seed or 6th seed.
Yep, basically, and that's gonna be. I can see. I'm gonna make my prediction on that playoff race. I got Jacksonville winning week 17. No pressure, Riggs. No pressure.
Bro, I don't care. I just want to make it to the playoffs. That's my goal. Just make it to the second season, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Any given Sunday, man. As long as you get in that second season, you got a shot. So that's definitely all facts. But I don't think there'll be any change in the AFC as far as those teams. You'll just see a shift of what the seeding is, because Oakland's probably the only one that'll not to be rude, but it's probably going to stay at 4. But if the Pittsburgh knocks off the Ravens, they can move right on up in that top 2 spot too. So you can see a flip-flop of seeds, man, and sometimes we know that makes a difference. Going from a home field advantage to a wild card game could definitely make some changes in your playoff run.
It do. I will agree on that. I mean, we'll see when we get there.
AFC is so tight, man. Everybody's only 1 loss away from damn near not making the playoffs. Being with me. I'm here. Hi.
Sitting at home. Ain't nobody trying to sit at home. Ain't nobody trying to sit at home, man. And then
I'm telling you, man, you could be 12-2. You 1 loss away right at the end of the season from just not making.
That's true. That's true. And then you got to turn, and then you look in the NFC, man. The NFC, really the only team that's standing pat is the Cardinals at 9-1. And then you got the Falcons at 8-3, but they're 2-2 in the division. And you got them Saints right there.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When we one of my assistant coaches looked into the newspaper. We don't really read newspapers. And he said the only thing he seen in there was the Cardinals. He said the rest of the teams, they were just hype. I want to add, my question is to them boys over there, man, what y'all gonna do, man? It's a lot of noise over there. A lot of noise for one team, a lot of outsiders for another.
I mean, the Cardinals doing their thing, but who they really played? Who they really played? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna ask is who they really played.
Regular season champions.
Exactly. I mean, we seen a lot of teams do this and get to the playoffs and choke, big time. Can't breathe, out of breath. Coach, take me out the game. I need an inhaler.
We seen a lot of those.
We seen a lot of those. His first real test is gonna come in week 15. I believe that'll be his first real test.
Who play with you?
What team is that?
That's the Falcons.
But I'm still gonna give him respect where respect because you can only play.
No,
I always say
nobody's taking away that he's playing who's in front of him.
I know that.
But at the same time, who has he played? The teams he's beat, the only team that's got a winning record that he's beat, the Niners, he's seen them twice, and the Rams, I think, have a winning record. Outside of that, nobody else. The Vikings, but they're in such a cluster.
You gotta think what team he dealing with versus real life, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the Cardinals in real life can't even knock on people's doors and ask for candy, bro.
Yeah, but you talking about he got a strong arm rookie quarterback. So if you make some decent plays with him, building him up, I mean he got weapons. Let's not say he don't have no weapons. Now defensively, I'll give him that. Maybe he's a little challenged on defense, but offensively, he's got weapons, and he traded for him flip flop people.
And he came out there, you know what I'm saying, lost the quarterback, bro.
Yeah, but it wasn't like his backup wasn't trash. His backup is frail, but he ain't trash. Who, me? I would. I ain't got no. For my team, if Dak goes down, I got Christian Hackenberg coming in. So I'll take Bradford.
If Dak go down, you better play quarterback because it ain't nothing for the blitz.
Right.
I got a quarterback right now that I've been playing with for 4 weeks. I don't even know his name. So
thanks.
But I mean, let's not say he hadn't had a fair shake. Yeah, his rookie quarterback went down, but he still had a good backup. 49ers, no disrespect, 49ers, but I mean, you played him twice. You played him close. I think you provided a blueprint on how to possibly beat him. I'm answering him because he said the disrespect, but almost beating the 49ers. But almost beating somebody and beating somebody, that's two different things. This ain't horseshoes and this ain't hand grenades. Almost don't count. Because I said he ain't really played nobody. I said his first real test will come against the Falcons.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Now he lost by 10 in those games. In both games, he lost by 10. So I mean, he didn't get blown out, but that don't get you a Super Bowl trophy. You get a participation award. Thank you for participating.
Nah, ain't no participation awards.
But I mean, like I said, I think the first real test we see, and I ain't, you know what? I ain't gonna take nothing away from the Packers and Lions. He got to play both of them. Those could be two sleeper games because the Lions just got a new owner. Lions just got a new owner, and we see the Lions come in and blow somebody out.
Wait a minute.
Who we blow out?
Have you seen that news?
Lions beat the Bears.
Hey.
He also things.
Yeah. I hear you talking. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, I mean, obviously we know it's one game at a time. You got to play who's in front of you. There's a new owner in the Lions. I ain't gonna take nothing away from them.
OG die.
And like I said, and I think when he gets to the Falcons, it's gonna be a different story for the Cardinals. And Joel, man, ain't no, bro. You ain't win no bowl in this Madden. We talking about Madden 19. We ain't talking about what you did in the past, bro. Quit. I hate when Cowboys fans do that. Oh, we won rings,
I got
though.
all kind of rusted rings from 18.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. Ain't nobody care about that.
Let's go. That's why Joel came back to man, because he loved the challenge, man. I love to have him in the league. I'm glad.
Well, if he better hope he make the playoffs somehow, because if he don't, That's the only way he gonna get to see them again. Cause he see them
who
twice
he
a
got
year.
kicking him out? I don't think he got nobody. Who he got? Falcons? No.
The Rams. He's on the bubble,
Oh yeah.
but he's 0-3 in his division. He ain't gonna be hard. He gotta play. He gotta play the Rams twice. And yeah, the Rams on the roll too. They won 7 straight. After 4 straight losses, they done won 7 straight. So the Cardinals still got a couple of teams he got to go through. So we'll see. We'll see if he finished that 15-1. I mean, I know you wanna cape for your boy. That's cool. That's cool. But when he catch that L, I'm making sure to know and let him know that I will be laughing the whole time when he catch that L. He gonna have another loss.
Through the regular season.
Yeah, he gonna have, I mean, he, even if he go 15-1, he gonna be like the Patriots. 18-0 don't mean nothing if you don't win a Super Bowl.
I mean, you got a point. I'm just talking. We just talking about the regular season.
Just like the Texans. The Texans gonna have one more loss too.
Well, you bite your tongue when you talk.
Nah, I let them fly. Last Madden, I had to be quiet all Madden long. I was hot trash. Trash.
The last two seasons, you was good.
Yeah, but the first half of Madden last year, I was hot trash, and I ain't say nothing to nobody. I kept my mouth shut and took my L's. Got blown out every other week. This Madden, yeah, I'm taking some losses, but I'm gonna talk this Madden. People gonna have to see me. Texas caught one good quarter against me, and that's why he won.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I really don't even remember playing you.
Man, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Don't remember nothing. Please don't remember nothing. Don't remember nothing I did. I love it.
Bro, it ain't no disrespect. I just don't remember you.
No. It's cool. It's all. I want all the disrespect. All of it. You ain't got to say no disrespect. I don't even remember playing you, bro. I don't even remember playing you.
And it say, if you look into a book and it say this person ain't got no stats, you call it disrespect, but we call it facts. I'm just saying facts, bro. Like I don't really know nothing about your squad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Well, when you play them in the Super, if you make it to the Super Bowl, you'll see the star on the other side. You'll know about this squad. And when you get this L and you watching us celebrate on the field,
man, we can really hop outside the lead hopping one of these regular games. You too quiet on games, cause I love smoke. There's one thing about it.
No. Yeah. I keep all my smoke right here in the league because I want it to count for something. Beat me outside the game don't count for nothing. What's that gonna count for? You beat me? You already did that. You already did that. We talking about rings and Super Bowls now.
I don't even remember doing it. That's the crazy thing about it. If we wouldn't have talked about it, I wouldn't have thinking.
That's cool. You don't gotta remember doing nothing against this team. Please forget everything that you did to my team. I can't wait. I can't wait for week 17 when you catch that L, and then I can't wait when you make it to the playoffs.
Your hostility, bro. I feel like
it's no hostility. It's no hostility. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problems.
So it ain't no problem, bro.
No, it ain't no problems.
So when you woke up this morning, you smiled before you left the house.
Hey man, I was feeling good. I hopped on Madden, played the Saints and lost a close Saints game, but I'm still undefeated in my division.
You lost again? God damn, boy.
Yep. I sure did lose again.
When you lose, bro, you just used to it, or just some shit that just be happening? Like, well, tell me what's up, bro.
Nah, man, it was a good game. I made some bad mistakes. It was a great game. I almost came back.
It was not a good game, but shit, when you look on the record, they don't have about no good game. They tell you lost.
Hey, we undefeated in my division. What Riggs say? It's about getting to that second season. We get to that second season, it's slate's clean. It's 0-0. Ain't nobody won, ain't nobody lost. So we get to that second season. That's what counts. But we know playing against a team that you were going to be a good barometer of what we could do this season based on what you had already done in the season so far in the first few games. We took an L, but I felt like that was a game that definitely had some things that Madden momentum. We know that's real. And I feel like they wanted the Texans to feel good about themselves, so they gave them that quarter. They gave him that quarter, and then that Dallas team almost came back. Noah had your little heart beating a little bit. That heart was beating just slightly.
I can't believe you talking like this. You acting totally different right now.
Okay. We gotta let's keep going, Sky.
But I mean, it all comes down to, man, these playoff races. Again, AFC. I think the teams that are in are gonna be in. It's just a matter of the seeding for the AFC. NFC's got a lot of people on the bubble, man. A lot of teams still have a shot to get in these playoffs. Obviously, the Cardinals are the best team right now at 9-1. We'll see if they solidify that spot. Then you got the Falcons, 8-3, and then after that, man, it's up for grabs. But like I said, winning that division, that's all it is. That's all it is. Q, we'll make sure we get you on here. We're gonna get you on here, man. I know you itching. I know you itching to come talk, man. But you know, for those teams that are going, those teams that we know won't make the playoffs, man, I hope y'all been scouting. I hope y'all been looking for the upgrades that you need to make. You know, there's a lot of players out here, man. One thing I wanted to ask everybody is, what do y'all think y'all see going major in the first few rounds? Quarterbacks, defense, offense, what y'all think?
Quarterbacks are thin. I'm looking defense for me. Yeah.
So you feel like a lot of teams are going to be trying to upgrade a quarterback or offensive side of the ball?
No, I think the defense is thin. Maybe receiver. I think the running back is mediocre in this draft, but I see a lot of good defensive players. But I'm not going to give any tips away. So I just see a lot of good defensive players.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what it looking like for Denzel out there, man? I heard he like home. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to hear about the hurricane. He want to put a little money down.
Oh, man. He didn't already, man. He told me he ain't never going nowhere.
Don't you lie for that boy now. I need you. Come on.
I'll tell you. He told me.
That's what he told you?
And yeah, man. Look, he was sleeping. Let me tell you. He was sleeping. And I just put a bag right beside him. And I said, this is waiting for you when you ready. He said, I ain't never going nowhere. I said, all right.
Well, I heard from the grapevine that Hawkins said he want to come be a Cowboy, man, and play with Josh Gordon. That's what I heard.
You heard that?
Yeah, man. That's what I've been hearing on the backwater chatters of the Dallas Gazette. They said
don't even like going to the clubs in Dallas. Let alone talking about going. He like A-Town, man. I'm gonna tell you right now.
But he said it's something about being able to play in that place they call Jerry World, being on a real big stage, not in that little itty bitty sector they call Houston. He said they want to be on a real big stage.
Or swag world? What you want to call it?
It's definitely not swag world. It's definitely not that. We know it's not that, so that's not even a worry. That's not a worry. But I mean, I can definitely see. But I mean, getting back on these prospects, and I think a lot of players. I don't want to give away no tips, but I just hope people. Let me put it this way: do your due diligence and do your scouting, and make sure you find what fits for your team. I think a lot of people aren't looking at this new part of Madden, which is the chemistry stuff and who fits your actual schemes. I think that'll be a big part of developing your players. If you're not doing that, then don't be mad when your team is whacked in the next season. And you like, but I got all these high draft players, but if they ain't fitting what you do or what you're trying to do, don't matter. So that's my little tip for y'all on that.
Any signings? Did we get any signings this week?
We can check. We can check the signings, see what happened. If anybody got a bag over these last few weeks. Nothing really big. Jason McCourty got re-signed, and Marcus Flowers to the Patriots. Both got new contracts. The Jaguars re-signed a receiver, just probably to keep them around and keep the numbers up. No big major contracts of any kind from anybody this last week. So either everybody waiting until the end to sign their players, or there might be a few players out there on the free agency block. But you better have some bags. I know there's a lot of teams with a lot of cap space, so free agency should be interesting
Man,
coming
it's
up.
always like that season, man.
Yeah, but I'm just who does what, and I'm quite sure there'll be some trades before the draft, so we might see some players moving and some picks moving. But I think that'll be a good one too. That'll be a good off season for those that won't be there, you know, and for those that leave the playoffs early. Hopefully y'all are. Hopefully the Texans are doing their due diligence when they leave the playoffs early. They'll be ready to talk to their players. That's all.
Hopefully,
That's what I'm saying. He acting totally different.
hopefully we can get at least 80% participation for this draft. That, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we can get there.
No doubt.
Been there before. Hopefully we can get there again. It moves pretty fast, but I like guys to have a say.
Y'all know the dates, anything on how y'all gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this good coach over here got good practice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you that off season go fast.
It do, but we make sure we get a date that we can get most players there and set a decent time for it. And if at the minimum, I'm pretty sure we'll be live broadcasting it. So if you aren't there, you at least should be able to see what your team does for the most part.
Sure.
And we don't have no problem doing that, man, and broadcasting it live. I know, but that's why Madden also has that draft list, man, draft board. Try to set it up to where you think people gonna fall, so you can pick them up. So, but I mean, that's all we got this evening, man. It was kind of a quick one, but quick one, but with a lot of talking because we love to talk. We appreciate Jeremy coming on with us, man, with the Texans. We look forward to seeing what he do the rest of the season. He's definitely doing his thing, man. Can't take nothing away from him, but I'm gonna still talk that shit though.
Already, bro.
So we're gonna go around with.
Thanks for coming on, nephew.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all boys take it easy, man. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all always here, man. Y'all hit me up, bro.
Oh, for sure, man. Go ahead and
do another live on Wednesday.
Go ahead and get your last words out, man, to the people still watching and people watching later, man. Go ahead and get your words out and let them know about you, man.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? H-Town. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't had no donation, man, donate. We still need money, man. We doing this for Hurricane Harvey, bro. You know what I'm saying? You seen what the flood did, bro. It shook a lot of us up, bro. So every time we go out, bro, it's everything on the line. If you don't like us, you will respect us. And I'm pointing to you. You may not be in my vicinity, but I'm pointing at you right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them boys that think, you know what I'm saying, thought of us. We love y'all too. And the rest of y'all team that ain't where y'all need to be, you need to sit down and talk to yourself. Either you get better or the team get better. Either way, son, go out to shake, man. I'm out.
Amen. Preach it, nephew. I feel you.
For sure, man. Well, again, we appreciate you coming on, man. Riggs, man, here's with your last words, man.
Oh, man. It's a lot of smoke in this room today, bro. It's all for good competition, bro. I love it. It's all good to me.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Y'all keep doing what y'all got to do. Keep progressing your teams, man. You have a bad season, look to the next season. Just keep working. The season's not even over yet, man. Keep fighting.
Yep. Team, man.
Ain't nothing I want to say,
go ahead.
Hey, Rick, when we play ball, let's give them people something to watch, bro. Real talk.
Man, I ain't giving them shit. Hey, this coming from a Houston nigga. I ain't giving these niggas shit, man. Niggas already don't like me anyway.
Real shit, bro. I fuck with y'all.
Oh man, that was good. T, man, go ahead. Here's with your last words, brother.
What's going on, man? Shit.
What it is, bro?
Just have fun, man. Go out here and have fun. Talk y'all little shit, but at the end of the day, it's just a motherfucking video game.
Thank you.
For sure. AJ, man, last words.
Q, see you watching, man. Who that nation becoming week 16?
Oh,
Damn.
Woo!
Damn.
Go ahead. Hit the shots one time, Dino. Hit the shots one time, Dino.
Oh, damn. Let me, oh, shit. I'm fumbling my phone.
No smoke.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
He let that one fly. He let that one fly. That's gonna be a good one.
Me in the back of my head.
that could be a possible Super Bowl matchup right there. We definitely gonna be tuning in that one.
Crazy.
We de- wow. That man said, nope, that's not gonna be no Super Bowl matchup. Dino, man, hit us with your last words, brother.
My last words is remember this. When you're winning, you're hated. When you're losing, you're loved. And I'm the nigga you love to hate. That's all I got to say.
All right,
You said
man.
better first. Hey, man, you should.
Man. Well, he said it all. I ain't got nothing else to say. Y'all heard what I had to say. When you come through Dallas, you better make sure your team ready. We got them Eagles next. You know what time it is. We knocked you out front one time. We gonna do it again. Let's get to it.
Damn.
Let's get to it. All right, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll holler at y'all later, man.